Now at Owl's Nest Barbecue Supply, the pit barrel is back. The original size, the PBX, and the new Badger barrel. The Badger barrel does it all and more with a great price and great quality. Can you do this on your grill? I didn't think so. You can on the Badger. It's hot with an attitude to match. Pit barrels are easy to use. Get your pit barrel at Owl's Nest Barbecue Supply in Ottawa. To the Monday night Owl's Nest Barbecue Catch-Up Show. I'm Steve Ray. That is not Pete Brennan. That is Jason Penley from Rock Spring, Georgia, filling in aptly for Pete tonight. What's up, Jason?
Man, just hanging out, buddy. Glad to be on the show.
Jason, now let me tell you about Jason. Jason is, I wrote all your hobbies down. Here we go. Jason is, among other things, his hobbies are hot rods, live fire cooking, computer building, and not to mention he's a great welder and a carpenter. Did I leave anything out?
I dabble in a lot of the little hobbies, Steve.
I know you do.
I love to piddle.
You're good at every one of them too.
I appreciate that, sir. Thank you.
He did the studio for us at the store, and it's every time somebody goes back there, they just say, "Wow, that looks nice," and it does. Jason, you did a great job. We appreciate you too.
Thank you.
He's a man's man, everybody. I'm telling you, Jason Penley, a man's man. Welcome to the show, everybody. Jason, before we get into, this is probably my second favorite week of the year, other than Thanksgiving. It's this week that leads up to Memorial Day. I love Memorial Day. I love everything that it stands for. I love getting together with friends and family. And it kind of kicks off our, the grilling season, and it's just a great time to, spend time with friends and relatives. And one thing I want to say is the Boy Scouts in this area are putting American flags on all the eternal resting places at the National Cemetery this weekend. And if you can help, by all means, just go be at the National Cemetery, and it's open to everyone. It's 7:30 next Saturday. And they will give you flags, and they'll show you where to put them on each resting place. If you can spare a few hours and help them, Jason, there's 55,000 flags.
It's definitely a sight to see. I've got a couple of family members that are in the National Cemetery here in Chattanooga, and man, when you go by there and you see all those flags on those graves, buddy, you can't help but be a proud American, and be thankful for the men and women that gave their lives for our freedom.
And that's what this holiday's all about. And then, that's what I like about it. You honor those, and then you participate in the activities that these men and women who fought and gave their lives for us to protect that we can still do this. And by all means, it's not bad to celebrate. They would want us to celebrate, but let's honor them first. All right. Before we get to that, Jason, there was two contests this weekend, kind of weird. This is Memphis in May weekend, and I don't know if you've ever been there. Have you ever been?
I haven't. It's kind of on a bucket list item of mine. I would just like to go, be a spectator, especially to start with. But I would like to go just check it out myself.
I would love to go. I've never been either. This year though, there was there's some sort of a split going on. I don't know. It's boring between some people and organizers that used to participate in Memphis in May, and now they've got their own contest called the Smoke Slam. Same days at the Memphis in May. The Smoke Slam is at Tom Lee Park, where Memphis in May used to be. Weird.
So they're both in Memphis.
Yeah, at the same time.
Huh? That seems like it'd be a conflict,
Yeah.
I
Well, welcome to the world of competition barbecue, Jason. And anyway, Memphis in May was won by Brad and Brooke Orison from the Shed. Have you ever heard of the Shed
have heard of
down in
that. Yep.
Mississippi? Yeah.
Mississippi. Yep.
Yeah, they won it. And our buddy Myron Mixon came in third place in whole hog. And I want to show that picture. There it is right there. There's Myron's
Okay. Yeah.
whole hog. I have
that's
been
a,
fortunate enough to see one in person.
yeah, that's
And
you can tell that's a Myron cooker.
yeah, I tell you what, that is Billy Holland. Good afternoon and good evening to you too. That that hog is beautiful. I love the way he cooks them traditionally on their back. That's the way I like to cook them.
Right.
And um, just an art doing whole hogs.
Yep.
And congratulations to Myron. You can get his products at our store. And over on the other contest, the Smoke Master or Smoke Slam contest, a buddy of ours at the store, Will Hare, he won that. He was the final
Okay.
whole hog, and he ended up winning the entire competition, the first
Nice.
one ever. So that's Will
awesome.
there on the left.
I did see too the guys from down at Lang Smokers, down in Nahunta, Georgia. They finished second in whole hog at Memphis in May.
They did.
They're yep. The Lang Smoker guys, the reverse smoker people from Nahunta. Yep.
You sure about that?
Yeah. Yes. I can't think of it.
I thought
Steve Davidson may chime in there. He's commenting, but yeah, there was a fella I can't think of his name, but he was holding up a huge trophy. It was it was probably on the Lang Facebook page. But yeah, second place in whole hog.
It doesn't matter though. They're good. They're good at what all those guys that do what they do down there are the best in the world. If you're there at
absolutely.
Memphis, you're the best in the world. And if you win it, that's great. There's not a lot of difference between the guy that finishes first and the guy that finishes 10th.
Yeah, they have definitely honed their craft. That's for sure. They're masters of the craft.
Yeah. And our buddy, kudos to Heath Riles, won the rib.
I didn't know
section.
that.
He sure did. He won the rib section of that Memphis in May. And Chris Lilly from down in Decatur at Big Bob Gibson's, they won the pork shoulder. Okay. So congratulations to those guys, and congratulations to Will Hare. Will's been on the show a couple times, and his products are available at our store too. Will took the time one time to give Pete and I a blow by blow whole hog instructions right here on the show live. It's back there somewhere. So it's pretty good show. He's a great guy. So kudos to those guys. Another thing that happened, Jason, this week that was kind of neat. This guy right here, Fred Haar, came in Saturday, not long after you left.
Yeah, I seen you post that.
Yeah, Fred bought a Badger barrel. He said he had done did a lot of research. He said he watched us on Facebook, and he watched our videos, the ones Pete and I did of cooking on the Badger barrel. And I have not heard back from Fred yet, but thank you, Fred, for getting that Badger barrel. I appreciate it very much. And I'm looking forward to some reports from him on how it's working. I love it. I love cooking on barrels. I wish I could get more people interested in it.
Right.
Those Badger barrels, they're only $249.
It's a great deal.
Yeah, it's a great thing. It'd be a good thing to cook on Memorial Day.
Yep.
If you got some time and you wanted to, buy a cooker that doesn't cost a whole lot of money, you just got some time to try it and play around with it. Consider the Badger. We've got them $249. That's all. And I mean, Jason, when you pull it out of the box, all you got to do is buy charcoal. Everything else, you're ready.
They're a very versatile machine. I mean, Barbecue Mike, he says they're a rib cooking machine. So plus they'll do other stuff too. They're not just rib cookers. You can cook about anything on them.
Yeah, the Badger barrel, you can hang food and then hang steaks, and then you can sear them off right over the live fire. They're cool.
Yeah,
they're cool.
The dry aged ribeye, that we cut at the store that day. We put did we put grill grates on the Badger barrel? I think we did. And we seared it off
Yeah,
on the Badger barrel
yeah.
that day. Yep.
Here, while we're talking about that, why don't we just show everybody real quick a little 11-second video. That was a tomahawk steak we reverse seared, and that was on the Badger barrel. So that was probably the best steak I've ever had in my life.
That was beautiful.
I'm not kidding. That thing was so good, and it was so perfect. Had the crust on the outside, Jason, that crust it gets. Then inside it was medium rare.
And, I'm gonna get technical on you. That's the Maillard reaction.
Yeah, the Maillard reaction. I knew you'd know that. I knew you'd know that.
So let me y'all drilled a hole in the bone, right? Y'all hung it to start with. Y'all kind of y'all did a reverse on that, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got to drill out. Anytime you can get power tools and food going, you're having a good day.
Absolutely.
Let's see. We showed Myron's picture of his whole hog. We showed Fred's. So I'm just checking off everything. We showed Will's picture, and like I said, his rub is available. His rub is what I use when we do a whole hog. His rub just for some reason just makes a whole hog perfect. Perfect. We need to get together and do one of those things.
Yeah, absolutely.
We need to get together. All right, Memorial Day weekend coming. I mean, it's coming on like a hurricane, as they said. Let me tell you my schedule. I go to your schedule. All right. On Fridays, you run around like crazy, making sure you got everything, making sure everything's working, and all that. Saturday, you had to go out and buy a new grill because your grill that you haven't used in a year is not working anymore.
Rusted out,
it's rusted out. It won't. So you got to go over to Owl's Nest and buy a new grill because you're in a panic. And then Sunday, you're cooking all day and you're prepping everything, getting it ready to take to the big celebration on that Monday. And of course, Monday you honor all those that have given their lives for this country, and then you cook and you party like crazy. And what is your schedule?
That sounds like a plan. But I'm not a procrastinator. I try not to wait because, man, if you've ever been to Costco or the grocery store on Friday before Memorial Day or even Saturday morning, you are in for a special treat. And I try not to wait that long.
I bet Costco and Sam's are just crazy.
Yeah, madhouse.
We got a comment here. Hunter Taylor asked, "How did y'all do in the competition downtown a couple of weeks ago?" Well, Hunter, if you did not see it on our webpage or Facebook page, chances are we didn't win. Okay.
we fought a tough fight, though. I'm gonna tell you, we turned in a quality product. I felt like.
Yeah, we did. And, we did.
I don't know. I don't really have an explanation. I didn't, we didn't get to meet any of the judges. Don't have a clue who the judges were, but as part of it, you can't hit one out of the park every time. But I feel like we turned in a quality product. Your thoughts, Steve?
Well, we know prime rib doesn't beat tacos. That's all I'll say.
Who would have thought that?
In a perfect world, the prime ribs do not beat tacos. That's okay. Congratulations, those guys. They did good. They did good. They won, and we didn't. So good for them. I did get to see my buddy Jeff Elzer. He came over. That's he's brothers with Jim Elzer, who is a world-renowned competition barbecue person. They smoke. Let's see. I'll think of it in a minute. But Jeff's moved to Signal Mountain 2 years ago, and I didn't know that. So I got to see Jeff, and he was on the team that turned in the winning pork box. So I guarantee you that pork box that Jeff Elzer helped with was spot on, because Jeff he's an incredible barbecue cook in his own right. So good for them too. They did good. Hey, competition's fun. Win or lose, we had a great time, didn't we?
We had a great time.
You get to hang out with your buddies, and you get to see. The only thing I was a little disappointed in was the turnout. I didn't think the turnout was as good as I was expecting. I was comparing it. It
was a paid event too, though. So
Yeah. Well, they
A
all
ticket
usually
a
are.
ticket event.
Yeah. But so it goes. But we had a great time, and we appreciate the people from the construction cooperative having us down there. We had a really good time.
Yep.
Um, so what's what is on the Penley menu for
This
Memorial Day? You
coming
started planning it?
this well, my daughter's birthday is Saturday, 25th. So I always let her choose the menu because we do her birthday get together usually around Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
And I got the phone call today. She wants some of Dad's smoked chicken wings, and I do fried potatoes, little like potato chips that I mandolin very thin. So we're gonna do wings and fried potatoes, and she wanted an appetizer, so I'm thinking about doing the smoked queso that I do.
That sounds good. Sweet Smoke Q was the name of Jeff's team.
That's right.
Somebody just gave that to us. I appreciate that very much. Well, let's get into the a little bit and get into the weeds a little bit on your smoked wings. What's the Penley recipe for smoked wings?
I tell you what, in the past, I have done some different, just, barbecue rubs, some mild. I don't do real hot. I try to, make a crowd pleaser for everybody. Everybody can't do hot, but I'm going to tell you, Pete from the Owl's Nest, Pete Branton, he suggested the fire dancer uh, rub that you have up there. The last wings that I done, I used the fire dancer on them, coated them down real good. They were amazing. No heat, just straight
Did
up,
yeah, that
very good.
Eric Lee won the chicken section of Smoke Slam, by the way, the weekend this
Okay.
past weekend, and that's if you're at a contest and you're cooking against Eric Lee, the guy that makes the chicken rub we're talking about, that is available at our store. You're cooking for second place. I promise you.
Yeah,
Eric is great.
I'm not a, self-proclaimed wing cooker, but I will say the smoked wings with the fire dancer rub on them, that's going to be what's happening at my house this weekend.
Jason, when you smoke them, do you take them off and finish them off on a grill, or do you just let it
So
roll all the way?
I have done it multiple ways. I
Okay.
don't know if you're familiar with them or not. I have what's called a fire disc, which is, it'll hold 5 gallons of liquid. It's basically like it's kind of a bowl type griddle thing. Y'all can look them up afterwards, but I have taken them before and smoked them for a while, and then I have put them in the grease, deep fried them for just flash frying them, just to crispy up that skin. That works well. And this last batch, man, I let them go on the smoker, and the skin was not rubbery. It was not, super crispy, but it had the perfect bite. You could do that bite through, and the skin, it was just a perfect bite. So I think I'm gonna do that again this weekend. Just let them roll on the smoker.
Last time I did wings, I talked to our buddy Steve Davidson, who does wings
Oh yeah,
all the time. That's,
oh yeah,
we'll see some pictures of him. Um, I asked him if he did that. Did he take them off and fry them? He said no. He just lets them go on the smoker. And so last
yep,
time I did wings, I did the same thing. I just let them go and didn't flash fry them in your
right.
disc. What you talk about? I think I've still got one of those somewhere. I think it's in my mini warehouse. Um, I like that disc. I'll talk about that in a minute. But I let that thing go on the smoker, and I swear, Jason, everybody liked those better than any
I
wings I've ever done.
I like
I
them
gave, of course,
myself.
I gave him to Harrison, who is my personal wing connoisseur, and he loved them.
Yeah,
And if Harrison likes them, it's like Mikey. If Mikey likes it, it's a winner.
right.
So Harrison, he gave it the Harrison Fox thumbs up.
Yeah,
So that's the next time I do wings, and I
let them
think
go.
we're gonna do wings this Saturday too at the store if y'all are out and about.
Okay,
We're just gonna cook up some wings to give to people, and
gotcha.
that'll be fun. That fire disc you were talking about, I like those things, but Jason, they are so dangerous.
Oh
I
yeah,
just,
absolutely. Yeah,
I can't around a crowd. I took them to an Ace Hardware event one time. I did,
yep,
and I was doing I was doing deep fried Oreos,
yep.
batter dipped fried Oreos in it, and there were kids around, and oh my gosh, I was
Yeah,
nervous. I was shaking. I was so
I bet.
nervous. I was
I
like,
bet.
oh my God, when these children are gonna knock this thing over. And so I got that.
Yep.
After that day, I just put it up. I said, I'm not even gonna.
So I
And
break mine out. And if I'm doing
when you
a,
get a little older, when you get a little older, you'll get rid of that thing. I promise you.
well, the only time I break mine out, I cook a lot for the car guys that come over and hang out, but I'll break mine out if I'm doing a lot of fried potatoes. That thing can really crank out, potato chips, fried potatoes.
Oh,
And
yeah.
if I'm flash frying some wings or something, or I have done a fish fry, I'll break it out then. But other than that, yeah, mine stays put up with a cover over it.
But they're cool for cooking. They're great for when you're doing brats to put the onions and the
Oh yeah,
peppers and everything in and get them all. We used them one time at an event down at Cambridge Square with that. And boy, and we threw the brats in there and threw the beer in there, and it was great. It was
yep,
great. It was great. If you got a fire disc, you can they're great. Just got to be careful.
yeah,
Just got to be real careful. Just make sure no kids are around
absolutely.
or adults who have been drinking too much. That's why I worry about that more than anything.
Yeah.
All right, chicken wings, and then you said what kind of potatoes you doing?
So I have, of course, the most dangerous item in the kitchen, a mandolin. But I'll, man, it'll get down and cut them almost translucent thin, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll throw them in that fire dish for just a few minutes, get that oil good and hot, and it's basically like homemade potato chips. And then I'll give them a good seasoning of kosher salt when they come out of the oil, and everybody seems to love those.
Cooked in oil. I did hash browns for dinner last night. Just that's all, hash browns and ketchup.
Oh yeah,
I just love
yep,
them, man. I just
yep,
love them. They're
yep,
so good. Um, and you said you said your queso dip?
yep. I do a smoked queso. Yep.
Now you and Pete were talking about. I told you my queso story with Pete.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
put in cream of mushroom too?
I do. I do.
Well, I'm telling you, that is
Oh yeah,
something that will turn your queso into world award winning.
takes it to the next level.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is. I don't know. You wouldn't think that one ingredient would make that much difference,
Yeah, I
but
tell you,
adding
I've got a video out there of my smoked queso that I do, and as far as an appetizer, if you're carrying, if you need something to carry to a get together, anytime, birthday party or Memorial Day, whatever, it's super easy. I mean, you put everything in the pan and put it on the smoker and let it go and give it a good stir, part of the way through. It's one of the most easiest appetizer meals that I do, hands down.
you can see that video on grilling on YouTube on grilling with Red.
That's right.
Jason's got a real cool little YouTube channel he's trying to build. And Jason, tell me about you're also the if you don't wear enough hats, you're the admin for the old old country barbecue pit gravity pit page on Facebook.
I am
And
one of them. Yep.
yeah, and
So
y'all just went about 500 members.
yeah, we just surpassed it. It's kind of it kind of hit a little stall there for a while, as far as members. But Spence, a fella contacted me. He's actually the creator of the group, and he was needing a hand in adminning that thing just to help oversee it, and invited me. And I was very appreciative to help out. And yep, we just surpassed 500 members just a few minutes ago. So we're going to be giving away a free thing of Butcher Barbecue Grilling Addiction. I'm going to pick the winner here in just a little bit when we get done with the show, and I'm going to get it sent to them.
Well, that's great. That old country pit we've got, we sell them at the gas station or at the gas station, at the barbecue store, and I guess at the gas station too.
Right.
And that is come by, and if you're interested in gravity feed cookers, that thing for the money, it is
hard to beat.
You cannot beat it.
That's right.
I've got a Southern Q gravity feed smoker downstairs right now that I've got a brisket on, and I just did three pork butts on it yesterday for a little restaurant. It is a fantastic machine to cook on.
Yep.
It doesn't work you to death. You set the temperature, but you've got charcoal, you've got wood. The taste is incredible. I just can't say enough good things about them, Jason.
Yeah, they are so versatile. I mean, you've got a few companies out there that make kind of the custom gravity feeds, and you've got a couple of commercial style manufacturers.
Yeah.
But Old Country, and you carry them up there at that Owl's Nest Barbecue. But man, I'm telling you, for the price point, the the quality's great. I tell people it's kind of in between the pellet smoker and an offset smoker. That offset smoker, there's your true wood flavor. I mean, that's hands down. I mean, that's the OG smoker right there, a true offset. But everybody's looking for that. They want to put their brisket on and go to bed, kind of smoker, and wake up with that offset taste. And no, I get it. I don't want to babysit a smoker all night long anymore. But man, but you can load those gravity feeds up, and and they'll run themselves pretty much. But if you've got a controller on that gravity feed, you can set it and forget it. You can go to bed and get up in the next morning, and it'll still be rocking along. They're very fuel efficient. Flavor is outstanding. I mean, I like them. I like them. It's definitely earning its top spot in my arsenal of smokers and grills.
And the fun, we always have that one favorite.
Yep.
One favorite thing to cook on.
Yep.
And mine's the one in downstairs in the garage.
Right.
That Southern Q. I love them. I love them. And I
Yep.
love the Old Country pit we've got at the store too. We used it at the contest. That thing
We
just
sure did.
People were coming by looking at it, and they go, "How much is this thing?"
Yep.
And they couldn't believe it. And they couldn't believe the taste of the food that we were getting off of those prime ribs we did, fellas. I'm telling you something. If you're thinking about Christmas already, and you'll taste nothing better than a prime rib cooked on that Old Country gravity pit. I promise you.
I was telling
We
one
flat
guy
nailed it. We flat
in
nailed
the
it.
Old Country Facebook group, he was questioning me about some of the Old Countries being on the competition scene. And, Steve and I went down and visited Barbecue Mike at Gadsden, and then, which that was a KCBS event. Then we done the Ruby Falls thing up here. Then we done the Big Pig in Chattanooga. And I have been thoroughly pleased at the amount of Old Country smokers that I have seen, on the, not necessarily just KCBS. There was definitely a handful at the KCBS event in Gadsden, but I've been thoroughly pleased to see them out there on the competition, scene.
Yeah, they're fantastic. I was reading some of these questions. Hunter Taylor is asking Jason. He says, "What's your magic smoking temp to get the wings crispy without having to grill later?" We talked a little bit about that. What was your temperature that you were running on that?
I want to say on this last set of wings, I think I done 275 for a little while. Then I bumped it up right at the end to about 350. I've got a controller on mine, and then I bumped it up just to crispy them up a little bit. But I want to say I'll have to look back. I think I took some pictures and stuff of it. I'm not a wing expert by any means. I know Steve Davidson and them, they run that, Lang. It's a reverse flow. So, but I want to say I run it at 375 and then bumped it up right at the end to finish them off.
Well, Hunter, I'm telling you something. I would highly recommend just take them up, and then on the when we did ours on the offset, when we ran that offset up, we were cooking around 350, 375 at the end, and we took them probably up to 190. 195, just below 200 internal temperature, and they were still moist.
Yeah.
They had a little crisp to them. Nothing, you're not going to get anything like unless you drop it in oil. I mean, you're not going to get anything like that.
Right.
But man, we had a great texture on them. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Yeah. I was super pleased. And
try it. Just try it, Hunter. Just don't, put the grill away and just, take them up to 350 and take them up to 190 degrees. I guarantee you'll like them.
Yeah. Yeah. They were clean bite through, their skin was not rubbery at all. And I don't know what smoker or grill he's got. Yeah. But I did them on the gravity. The gravity feed last time. And shoot, man, I have zero complaints about it. They were not underdone. They were not overdone. They were spot on. And I'm not a wing cooker at all. I've done very, very little wing cooking.
Oh, I love doing wings. I could sit
Right.
there and eat wings all day. I love them. I just love them.
Yep.
It's used to be this week was full of hamburgers and hot dogs.
Yep.
And
Yep.
now I was just kind of going over the different things. There's so many different things that people cook. They got burgers, they got hot dogs, but now we've got impossible meat. We got brats. Like you had brats tonight.
I did.
And I'm not saying I eat all these, but I'm just saying these are things that you can expect to cook because there's so many people out there now that are vegetarians. You got veggie dogs. Have you ever done a veggie dog yet, Jason?
Buddy, I'm a meat guy.
I know,
I
but you might have a friend that doesn't eat meat. Pulled pork, brisket, jalapeno poppers, bacon wrapped sausage. Remember how popular they were just a few months ago?
Yep.
Pork belly burnt ends. Have you done those yet?
I have not. My wife has owned me. She is a burnt end connoisseur. She loves burnt ends, and she has been
Mhm.
on me about doing them.
Well, you need to do those. And for God's sakes, don't forget smoked Gouda cheese
Oh,
in honor
oh,
of
it's good
Pete.
stuff. Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, there's all kinds of different things now that we cook that just not just a few years ago, nobody even gave it a second thought.
Nope.
You
No, I
know,
agree.
I just think it's so neat the way live fire cooking has evolved and
Oh,
the things that we're now looking at cooking. A lot of people don't even consider hamburgers and hot dogs.
yeah.
They're going to do pulled pork and brisket, and they're going to do their sides. They're going to do smoked beans. They're going to do like an apple pie or peach pie beans. And if you don't know what that is, look it up. If you want
Yeah.
the best baked beans at your picnic, try apple pie baked beans
They are
or
good.
peach pie baked beans. They are, oh my God,
I
they are
have
just
had the apple
fantastic.
pie. Yep.
Yeah,
And you,
they're
you carry all
fantastic.
those butcher barbecue, bean seasonings up there at Owl's Nest too, and those are
Hmm.
fantastic.
Yeah, there's so many things you can do with beans now
Yep.
that are make them so much better, and then just pouring them out of the can, heating them up, and throwing a couple pieces of bacon in there, thinking well, this is really going to elevate it. Apple pie baked beans. If you're thinking like, what the heck is that? Look it up. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're going to go over, Jason. We are going to go over from this past weekend's Owl's Nest Barbecue Nation, all the pictures that were posted. We encourage you to go to Owl's Nest Barbecue Nation. Join us. We've got over 1,000 followers on that page now. It's a page where you can go and post pictures. You can put your methods on there, or you can get good ideas. And we're going to start out with Jason's cook that he did. And look at that. Look at that guy right there. Tell me about those grilled pineapples.
I love grilled pineapple, buddy. I love it. It goes good with anything. If I'm cooking hamburgers, if I'm cooking ribs, if I'm cooking a pork butt, anything, buddy. I I, I love grilled pineapple.
Now you know who Meathead is, Meathead Goldwyn, right?
Uh huh. Yep.
If I'm lying, I'm dying. Meathead Goldwyn said on a national talk show that pineapples on the grill was the best food there was. He
I
said that.
I
He
I, I have
said
to
that,
agree. I agree.
and he cannot deny that.
I love
Okay.
raw pineapple. I love
Oh, do
raw
you?
pineapple. Yes,
Yeah.
another one of my little hobbies that I do. I scuba dive. So a lot of
That's
times on a dive boat, you come up and do your surface interval, and they'll have cut up fresh pineapple. Man, it is so good. But then I get back on land and I throw it on the grill, and it takes it to the next level. Are you a pineapple guy? Do you like it, Steve?
I like pineapples. And I've had them on the grill. They're very good. I can put butter on them.
If you'll take that on a hamburger, if you'll put a slice of grilled pineapple and then that I'm drawing a blank right now, but that's I want to call it a sauce, but it's not a sauce. You carry it at the store. It's bacon something or another habanero.
You
If you
know,
put that on a hamburger with a grilled pineapple, buddy, it is it's so good.
good stuff. Um, let's see. There's a plate you put together. We're gonna get to look at that. Look at that elote corn. That looks awesome. Is that smoked mac next to that big old rib?
It is. I did that for our buddy Pete. He's told me, the smoked Gouda that you're talking about, mac and cheese. So that's what that is, smoked Gouda mac and cheese with the
Yeah.
elote street corn. Yep.
All right. I like that too. Look at these. Here's some ribs getting ready to go on. They look good. I always like to look at ribs before and after.
Oh yeah.
That's a cool thing. We'll do that here. Well, let's just do that real quick. There's those ribs you did. Look at that. Look
Yeah.
at that
Yeah.
before, and look at that.
They turned out good.
Look at the difference. Look at the pullback.
They turned
Pullback on
out
those
great.
things is incredible. Those look great, Jason.
Thank you.
What kind of sauce did you put it to finish them off?
Well, I guess I was a Butcher Barbecue fanboy this weekend. I have no secrets at my house. I'll tell you. I started out with a little Butcher Barbecue grilling addiction on them, and then topped that with Butcher Barbecue Premium Rub, and then I finished them off with. I like mine just lightly sauce. It's not a heavy sauce. I don't like them, just dripping with it. But I did the Butcher Barbecue sweet home style rub sauce. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. That's right. Yep. Just a light coating of that, and I have zero complaints. Everybody eat them up.
Your elote corn. I love that stuff.
Absolutely.
Have you ever been up to that Hispanic grocery store up in Cleveland and bought that elote corn in a cup from that lady?
I have not, but at the
do yourself a favor. One Saturday morning, drive up there. You go up to Cleveland, the old highway. They're on the left. You'll see it.
Okay.
She's out there in a little trailer. Fills that thing up with corn, and then some sauce that she makes, and put some seasoning on it. Jason, I swear, you'll raise your hands and scream hallelujah.
It's super good. I love Mexican street corn. I've got a friend of mine that they come over and hang out, and his girlfriend, she loves my Mexican street corn. She's always asking for it, and they didn't make it over here Saturday, and she was pretty upset with me that I cooked it.
I think I'm going to add that to my menu on Monday.
It's very easy to do, honestly. Once you get that sauce made, you can make it the night before and stick it in the fridge. And but yeah, it's super easy to do.
You don't even have to. You don't do it on corn top. You can just do it. You can put some corn on the stove and do it in a cup.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Here's Jonathan Edwards. There's his.
That looks good.
Shoot, Jonathan.
Double burger.
He's the dude. Look at that thing.
Oh,
that is a brisket burger.
And
look at that bun. Look at Jay. Jonathan is he's the man now.
Looks fantastic.
Yeah, look at it. You see that cheese in there, double, right there in the middle, that big old tomato, that brioche bun. He's got the and you know what I like about that picture right there, Jason, is Jonathan puts the lettuce where it should go. It should go on the bottom of the bun, so all the juices don't leak through.
Yeah,
and it keeps its integrity. So there's a little tip from Jonathan right there when you're doing hamburgers. Put that lettuce on the bottom, and it'll keep the juices up. It'll make it easier to eat. Mike Shadwick, he did some wings. Hang on just a second. We were talking about wings. There's Mike. He did them on a old Country Pitch gravity smoker.
Yep,
he sure did. And there they are in the half pan, getting ready to serve. Look how pretty those are.
Looks good.
Well, those are golden brown. That's a great color.
Are you a flat guy or a drum guy?
I'm a flat guy.
Me too.
Oh God.
Yeah, there's barbecue Mike. Yep.
Yeah, Mike did a brisket put on there. Look at that thing. That looks good.
Yep.
Mike just won first place in a brisket contest not too long ago. Let's go up here just a little bit. I don't want to lose my place. Let's get one more shot of Michael's wings. There they go. That's Mike Shadwick's wings. He got his pit from us. Loves it. Here's our buddy Steve Davidson. Did some hamburgers for an outing, and he just smoked them.
So, I was actually with him on that cook yesterday, and we had that picture right there. He took that kind of later on in the cook, but we had that. I think it's a 60-inch lang, and I want to say we had it was right around 80 hamburgers on that thing at one time. We had four.
Were they good?
They were very good. They were very good. Yep. Yep. That
I
smoker
don't
that
think I've
they've
ever had
got.
a smoked hamburger. I don't think I've ever
Yeah.
had a smoked hamburger.
They're super easy because that Lang right there, that's a reverse flow smoker, and it's got a full plate in the bottom of it with a drip channel in it, and you run no chance of grease flare up or nothing like that. That sucker dialed in at right around 250, and we cooked I will say 200 hamburgers and 50 hot dogs. It took us. We started at 2, and the meal started at 5, and I think we did 2.5 rounds. It was taking about 50 minutes for the hamburgers to get done, but that was we had a great time, great fellowship. SRM barbecue, they invited me to help them yesterday, and that Lang smoker will flat put it out.
Smoked hot dog. If you've never smoked hot dogs,
They're good.
season them up before you put them in. Grilling addiction, anything, man. They're I love them. We
Yep.
used to sell them, called smoky owl dogs.
Yep.
I loved it. Steve, there's
Yeah.
Steve Davidson did a meatloaf weave. Look at that thing. Good
Yep.
gosh almighty. It looks like a Christmas present, doesn't
He
it? Look
said
at
it was fantastic too. I didn't get to try any of it. He didn't bring any of it yesterday, but he said it was really good.
There it is. There's the finished product. That
Yep.
looks so good. I've never done that. I've never even tasted one. That's something I need to put on my bucket list.
I've done a couple of them. The first one I did I put cheese in the center of it. I did bacon wrapped meatloaf with it was a stuffed meatloaf, I guess you could call it. I was not a big fan of it being stuffed with cheese. It just didn't. I don't know. It didn't seem like it paired well with me. But now the other one I've done, just a plain bacon wrapped meatloaf. It was very good.
Yeah, Brent Hilliard just said, talking about Cleveland. He says that's in my neck of the woods. I need to try that corn trailer. Yes, you do, Brent. That thing is it's you'll love it. You'll love it. She's a great gal too. I can't believe, Jason, you've never been up there.
No,
It's worth going. It's just worth going to that little grocery store. It's so cool.
You're talking about like up towards Delano?
No. Right in Cleveland.
Oh, okay.
You go up the old highway like you're going to Cleveland, and you go to Cleveland and just keep looking to your left it's on 64, 1164.
Okay.
And you'll see it. You'll see it as a big old Hispanic grocery store, and they got all kinds of fresh meats in there.
I will check that out for sure. I do work all around the area, so I'm in Cleveland quite
I'm sure
regularly.
She's probably up there during the week. I've just been up there on Saturdays.
Okay.
Pete and I went up there, and he loved that corn. I think he got two cups of it. Thomas Damon, our buddy from Germany, there he posted that. I don't know what kind of a fish does that look like?
It's kind of small. It kind of well, no, it wouldn't be a flounder. Flounder's got the eyes more in the center of the head there. I don't know what that is. Is it a local fish of Germany?
I don't know. Lord, I don't know. I told him, I said, I like those two fish on the right, though.
I seen you comment that.
Yeah.
I tell you, I love grilled fish, though. I'm not a huge saltwater fish person. I'll eat. I love trout, speckled trout, but I don't. I've yet to find a saltwater fish that I won't eat.
But that's all the pictures, and we encourage everybody to go to Owl's Nest Barbecue Nation. Post your pictures, and you can look at all the stuff that the guys cook over the weekends and all through the week. They put them up there, and it's a whole lot of fun. And we appreciate everybody that appreciate you, Jason, posting those pictures. Steve Davidson and everybody that posts pictures, we appreciate it very much.
Yeah, I appreciate you sharing them.
Yeah. Don't forget, Memorial Day coming up. We'll be there all week. We'll be open Saturday. We're going to have we'll have some chicken wings. We're going to throw on the smoker, and we'll have free chicken wings for everybody. If you get a chance to come by, please do. You can sample some wings. We'll have some sauce, and we'll have some of the Terra Ridge dips out there too, where you can get a taste of that. And great place for last minute stuff. And I'm going to try to figure it out where I can stay all day. I think we're going to do that Saturday. So looking forward to that.
Awesome.
That'll be fun. One more thing, Jason, I want to tell you about right here. I don't know why that's not coming up. There it is. On June the 14th, that's a Thursday. JR and Jed will be at the station and at Owl's Nest Barbecue Supply in Ottawa. They'll be broadcasting their morning show from the Owl's Nest Barbecue and Steve Ray's Midnight Oil. And they'll be there from 6 until 10. So if you get a chance, Jason, I don't know if you're going to be in town that day, but if you get a chance, by all means, come on by. We'll have some food, I promise you. And if you haven't got a chance to talk to Jed and JR, they are just hilarious. They are funny, and it'll be a great show. I promise you'll have a good time.
I plan on trying to be there.
Yeah, I hope you can come up Saturday and have some chicken wings with us. And when people come to the store, they like to talk to you guys. They like to, like last Saturday, you guys were helping people, and people really appreciate that. And I do too.
Did you hear that the one guy? He came in and bought 2 smoke tubes and some chips and some pellets. Did you hear the story behind that guy?
Uh-uh.
That fella, and I don't know what store he owned. He owned a mechanic shop, car shop, and he has. Well, you've seen those engine replica grills. It looks like a small buck Chevrolet. It looks like a grill. He wanted something. He wanted something just to set out. He's going to put that out in front of his store, and he wanted something just to make it smoke. And
something to make smoke.
Yep, that's what he was in there for. He left with two smoke tubes and some chips and some pellets.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Well, Jason, I appreciate you being with us. Your internet's cutting out a little bit down there in Rock Spring. Appreciate you being with us. Thanks for the time. We sure appreciate it. We'll hope you come up Saturday. We want to invite you to come out Saturday and pick up your last minute things at Owl's Nest Barbecue. We got rubs. We've got grills. We've got everything that you need to make your Memorial Day a success. And I want to just tell everybody we appreciate you watching and appreciate you listening. Jason, thank you so much. I'm going to get us out of here. And we'll see you through the week, I'm sure. And I hope to see everybody at least Friday and Saturday at the Owl's Nest Barbecue store in Ottawa. I need to get a producer. We'll see you later.
See you.
Hey, we're in touch, so you be in touch. Follow us and watch us on Facebook, and also watch the Owl's Nest Barbecue show on YouTube. And please follow us on Instagram for some great ideas, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more and more videos.